Have you ever noticed some negative scenarios or beliefs in your mind that limit your potential and assure you that you're not good enough for something? For instance, when you want to sign up for a course that you wanted to participate in for so long, but your mind starts telling you something like, just look at yourself, you're so stupid, how are you going to take part in this project? And consequently, you listen to these thoughts and don't do what you want. I'm sure that almost everybody had an experience like this, but at the same time, a lot of people become so skeptical when they hear about the fact that our thoughts influence our lives, and so did I. I heard something like this when I was pretty young, but I didn't pay any attention to it. When I got older, I started being ignored by my peers for no reason, and was left completely alone. As a result, I had lots of negative and pitiful thoughts about myself, like, I'm a bad friend, I don't deserve to be friends with people, I'm not worthy of a good treatment, and so on. They were starting to show themselves even more if I failed at something, like getting a bad grade at school or doing the homework task in the wrong way. But during that time, I started to hear more and more about the positive mindset and its good impact on humans. I didn't know the benefits of it, but I kind of started to implement it into my life, but it was for nothing. I tried to create positive thoughts in my mind, but I didn't know how I should do this so it would give me positive results. And unfortunately, negative thoughts won over me. I continued to experience all these limiting beliefs about myself, and also they started to make me feel pity for myself. So, as you can see, I got in an endless thought-feeling cycle and remained the same person that I was in the beginning. And many people face the same problem, and as a result, they remain the victims of their minds and live like this all their lives and don't even try to do anything about it. Sounds scary, isn't it? But the reason for this is easily defined. Our brain naturally tends to think negatively, because in ancient times looking for danger was crucial for survival. This tendency is shown in the study conducted in 1998 by Tiffany et al. By showing each participant 33 different photos and measuring their brain's electrical activity to identify their responses. The researchers presented neutral images, such as a plate and an electrical outlet, positive photos, such as people enjoying themselves, and negative ones, such as a gun pointed at the individual holding the picture. The researchers found that images that generated the most brain activity were the negative ones. So, as we can see, ancient times had gone, but this tendency remains in us. So, what did I do to overcome this problem? This summer, I was looking for a new book to read, and I came across a book by Dr. Joe Dispenza called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself: How to Lose Your Mind and Create a New One. I was intrigued by the name of this book, so I decided to buy it. Not gonna lie, this book is pretty terminological, and honestly, I'm not really fluent in all the scientific stuff. But even a noob in biology like me could get that one insight that gave me a clue about what the hell is happening with me. When we think about something, we automatically start feeling the corresponding feeling. This insight literally shed light on the situation I was in, and I realized that the mistake I've made for so long is just that I repeated the unhappy situations in my mind over and over again, and as a result, I felt the same way. And because of that feeling, I started thinking about the same experiences. And that's the reason this thought-feeling-thought cycle never ended, and I started to break it. Of course, it was so hard to stop repeating the patterns my brain got used to, especially the feeling of pity for myself. But what helped me so much during this journey was affirmations. But don't worry, I'm gonna talk about it a bit later. However, step by step, I managed to do it. But during this long journey, I realized that I want to become better, that I don't live now to my highest potential and I can achieve more. So, a more positive mindset kind of caused the desire to become the best version of myself. So, as you can see, changing your mindset is easier said than done. But It also gives you that breath of fresh air that you might need to start making your dreams come true. So, most likely, if you are watching this talk, then you are interested in improving yourself. It means that you have some kind of picture in your mind of what the best version of you looks like. It can be anything you can imagine, like this person's job, achievements, physical appearance, and so on. But what are you doing right now to get closer to that version of you? How can you expect your life to change if you are constantly complaining, comparing yourself with others, and taking the success of another person as your own failure? Do you think the best version of you does this? I'm sure the answer is no. So what are you waiting for? This way, you can notice that the way you live now is the result of your past actions. And what influences our actions? Our thoughts, of course. So a positive mindset is the foundation for everything I'll talk about later. But firstly, just think about this one thing. Your soul was born to do certain things in your life. It means that if you have a real desire to get or achieve something, then you can make it happen. As I said before, recently I got into my self-improvement era and I thrived to participate in self-development programs to improve myself and my personal qualities. And now I'm making my own TED Talk. That's crazy, isn't it? That shows that my soul was at some point born for it. Of course, it was so scary for me even to sign up for a TED Club. But did it stop me? No! Furthermore, it gave me lots of benefits. But at the same time, I don't want to be a doctor or work in the medical field. Why? Because I was born for something different, and it works like this with everything and everyone. If you can dream it, you can make it happen. As I said, affirmations helped me so much during my journey, and it's also a great way to overcome negative beliefs about this world, which should be your very first step in this journey. Just start watching every single thought that appears in your mind during the day and reprogram your negative beliefs with positive affirmations about everything. At the start it may look weird for you, but if you do it every single day for a long time, you'll start believing in it. After doing that, most likely you'll want to close the gap between your dream and your current self. And this comes right to the way you act, get out of your comfort zone, and try new things. Of course, implementing new types of daily actions is going to be hard, but to make this a bit easier, here's my second tip. Just act like the best version of you. For instance, when you have a doubtful want to do something, just ask yourself, would the best version of me do it? If the answer is no, don't do it. I know that sounds difficult, but what helped me is the belief that I am protected. I believe that every failure or not a pleasurable experience that I face is just a new lesson to learn. It made my life so much easier, just believing that all the bad stuff I experience now is for my highest good. So, as we can see, all the things I told you about becoming the best version of yourself come right to your mindset and your thoughts. Apart from a better life, positive thinking gave me lots of benefits, such as easier decision-making, motivation, less fear of the unknown, better mental health, successful getting out of my comfort zone, and much more. And you are also able to get all of that if you start working on yourself today. And keep in mind that our current lives are the result of our thoughts and actions we did in the past. The best version of you already realized it, did this huge work on your mindset, and got a better life as a bonus. So how fast it will happen with you is only your responsibility.